everybody. In today's video, I will be discussing about all those advantages or benefits that I personally believe that one gets if they apply and become a cabin crew with Saudia. A lot of you have asked me this question a lot of times in the comment section, and I have written down some points, jotted down just some points that I can remember, which I think are the advantages of being a part of Saudi as a cabin crew, and I'll be discussing that with you. So hopefully you can make a decision if you'd like to apply with Saudi as a cabin crew in the future. Now, the reason why this video is in English is because Saudi hires a lot of different nationalities, and of course I would like everybody to understand what I'm saying in this video. That's why this video is going to be in English only. Let's get started. My name is Rachna and welcome to my channel. Okay, so the first advantage is it's tax-free salary. So your salary is not taxed. Everything that you are supposed to get is free of tax. Yes, there is VAT in the country. There is a percentage of VAT that you pay, but you pay it on the goods that you buy. But your salary still remains tax-free, alright? Just like any other Middle Eastern country, if I'm not wrong. So whatever you are supposed to get, you don't pay any tax on the salary, alright? Okay, so the second one is staff tickets. Just like any other Middle Eastern airline, you do get staff tickets, but apart from staff tickets, that is flying with Saudia itself, you also get Z-Fare travel tickets. Okay, Z-Fare travel, if you are an experienced cabin crew, you would be knowing there are a lot of airlines that offer this to their employees. So you can fly with not just Saudia but all the other airlines as well, which are part of the alliance. There is a set of airlines that are part of Sky Team or Star Alliance or whatever you call it, depending on which alliance your airline is a part of. So you can book tickets in those airlines as well. Of course, it's not as discounted as your airline tickets, but yes, you do get some kind of discounts in those airline tickets also. And of course, those tickets are standby, but you still have options to book in a lot of other airlines. So that is the advantage number 2 in my opinion. Number 3 in my opinion is you have an option of getting free accommodation, free transport, free electricity, free water, basically free living. You just have to go in with your clothes. You also get a bit of utensils and mattress and all these basic amenities as well, which is a part of the apartment that is given to you. Of course, it's on sharing basis. Of course, there are 2 people who are staying with you, or 1 person is staying with you, depending on the size of the apartment and stuff like that. But yes, you do get free accommodation. You don't pay anything for it. You get free transport for your flights. You also get free transport in case you are coming back from your days off. And of course, you do not have to pay for water or for electricity whatsoever. Plus, the compound also has a couple of other amenities like a swimming pool. It has a badminton court. There is a gym which is 24 hours accessible. Their compound is made in such a way it's quite spacious, so you have like a whole place to walk. If you'd like to walk, just walk, and it's a private space, so outsiders are not going to be there. It's always going to be just cabin crew inside that area. So yes, you do get that kind of space, and that is another advantage in my opinion. Number 4 is having single rooms on international layovers, plus also domestic layovers now. So Saudi is a big country. We just do not have international layovers. We also have domestic layovers in some cities like Riyadh and Dammam. I am Jeddah based, so I have layovers in Riyadh, I have layovers in Dammam, I have layovers in Neom as well. So whenever we have layovers in these cities, earlier we used to share because it used to be a domestic layover, but after Corona, after the pandemic, we do not have that anymore. Whether it's a domestic layover or whether it's an international layover, you will have separate rooms. You do not have to share it with any of your colleagues, and of course it's nice, spacious, good luxury hotel rooms that you get. So that's another advantage in my opinion. The next benefit or advantage in my opinion is that there is no alcohol service on board yet. So So Saudia, like most of you know, or like everybody knows, it is a country where alcohol is prohibited, alcohol is banned. So of course, even in the aircraft, alcohol is not served. So that saves you from doing that service. A lot of the other Middle Eastern airlines have alcohol service on board. It gets a bit tiring sometimes. So we in Saudi do not serve alcohol. So we do not even have the services that has anything related to alcohol. So that's basically doing a little less work in comparison to the other Middle Eastern airlines. So yeah, that's a benefit in my opinion. The next advantage in my opinion is that having days off together. Okay, so like all the other airlines, of course every airline gives you offs, but they can be offs which are split in a month, right? So you fly for 5 days, then you have 1 or 2 days of off because you're not legal to fly anymore. It's supposed to be your off, and then you continue for the next week again, and then you have another two off. So that makes it a little difficult for you to accumulate all the offs together, or even to fly back home if you want to fly back home. In Saudi, the advantage is that you can have about 4 or 5 offs together. All right, how do they manage it? They have their own preparation of the rosters and legality and everything, and you do get like 4 or 5 offs together. So that, in my opinion, is a huge advantage, because when you have about 4 days or even 5 days together, you can travel to your city, you can travel back home. Like for me, I am from Bangalore, so it was very, very easy for me to take my flight to Bangalore, go home, stay home for 3 days, come back on the fourth day, and on the fifth day, I'm working again. So that would refresh you when you are staying away from family. Also, you still do get a bit of time with your parents, with your family, you spend some quality time, and you're back at work. So that, in my opinion, is the biggest advantage in Saudi. So the next advantage is that we had house helps who would do basic cleaning for us in the apartments, and it was also covered by the company. We did not pay for it. So they would do a bit of basic cleaning in your apartment, a bit of dishwashing, and cleaning your toilets as well. So sometimes, of course, everybody's responsible for their own self, for their own hygiene standards, or maintaining cleanliness in the house, in the apartment, and whatsoever. But if at all there is a day when you're tired, you are a bit exhausted with your flight, you come back home, you do not come back to a messy home. You will always come back to a very clean home. Okay, because of the house helps that are provided by the company. So that also is a very, very big advantage, which is in Saudi, and it is free of cost. We don't pay for it. At the moment, these are the only advantages or benefits that I can think of. So I have stated this. There can be there can be much more or many more, but at the moment I can only think of these advantages or benefits of being a part of Saudi. And if there is anything else that comes up, or any other comments that come up in the comment box from your side, maybe I'll be able to answer more of your questions or queries related to Saudia. So that's all I would like to talk about Saudia in this video, or benefits of joining Saudia as a cabin crew in this video. For more future cabin crew interviews and job related content, make sure to subscribe my channel. Thank you very much for your time. Goodbye.